I'm hearing in my ear right now, we are being joined by Sandra Coronado, sister-in-law of the mom accused of killing her 3 daughters. The mom found in the bed with the children, clutching a knife. With me is Sandra Coronado. Ms. Coronado, thank you for being with us. We are just sick about this, and you and your family and those 3 children are in our prayers tonight. Ms. Coronado, what was your reaction when you first heard what had happened to your nieces?
I was distraught. I couldn't believe it. It was unbelievable. It was like it was a dream that I couldn't wake up from.
You know, it still seems like a bad dream. I've spoken to, and of course, am a crime victim, where you wake up the next morning and you think it's just been some horrible dream, and then you're looking around, you realize it's true. It really happened. What do you think led up to this, if anything, Sandra?
I don't know. I had spoken to her that morning. Her mother called me stating that for me to call Carol, so I did. I called her, and she answered, and I can hear my nieces crying and crying in the background. But you know that was it happened. There was plenty of conversations with me and her and the girls crying, and I asked her what's going on, and she would say, "Oh, they're just crying, or they're hungry, or whatnot." But that day, I talked to her, asked her what's wrong. She said nothing. I'm tired. I'm exhausted, and that's what she said. And I don't know.
You know, it's interesting. You told me, Sandra, that you called her and asked her if anything was wrong. What made you ask that? Why did you suspect something was wrong?
Because it was weird that her mom would call me so early in the morning. It was 8 in the. But I had taken my kids to school, so I had gotten back, and my son had a fever that day, so I was going to go buy medicine. So it must have been maybe 8:45, 9 o'clock when this happened, and she called, and it was early. So I figured, why is her mom calling me so early? So I picked up, and I did as she said. I called her. I called her, and she sounded calm, like any regular conversation. She was always calm, always like, "Oh, it's okay," and you know, all the time. Why? I just don't understand why she just didn't say. She even told me Yazzie has a doctor's appointment, and I told her, "Okay, take her to the appointment. Leave me the girls. I'll watch it for you while you go to the appointment." And nothing. And she didn't say nothing. She just said, "Call your brother," and she said, "Call your brother and calm him down." That's all she said. I didn't think nothing, so I called her and I texted her, and no respond. So I figured, oh, my brother is watching the girls. That's all I thought in my head.
Now, what did you just say, Sandra? With me is the sister-in-law of Carol Coronado. At this hour, we are waiting for her to be transported from the hospital. It was said that she stabbed herself last night. We believe those injuries were serious. Contrary, we have found out that she's about to be released, where 3 charges of murder, 1 will await her. With me, her sister-in-law, Sandra. Sandra, did you say you were calling to calm down your brother, her husband, or her?
She just said, just call Rudy and calm him down. That's all she said. But I had asked her, "Are you guys arguing? I mean, what's going on?" And she just said, "I'm tired. I'm exhausted." That's all she said. So I just figured, okay, it's just being her. She's just being her.
Did they have a history of arguing? Is that what she was upset about?
No. All he would ask for is for her to cook him a meal. He worked, so all he wanted was a meal from her and for the house to be clean. That's all he wanted. That's all he asked for. And she was always saying she was tired and school and everything else. Was
she in school?
Not that I know of. I know she was doing, I believe, like online, something online. I don't know if it was true. Now, I don't know.
You know what's interesting, Sandra? Everybody with me is Carol Coronado's sister-in-law recounting the events leading up to the father discovering his 3 little girls, ages 2.5, 16 months, and 2 months old, dead in the bed.